is Johannes. I'm from Jakarta, first cohort, the very first cohort, 2017. I first heard about Resource Global, it was from my church, HMCC Jakarta, from my pastor, Pastor Andrew. The first time I heard about it, I was like, well, there was of course like some kind of request like, hey Joe, like would you be wanting to be part of this cohort? These are like people from the US, they're trying to start this, they're trying to pioneer these in Jakarta. But I think it's kind of like an answer to my prayer as well, because I just got back to Jakarta in 2015. And I just started a new company back then. It was my third year. And I think a journey as a believer in the marketplace, as a leader, hasn't been that easy. It's been quite a lonely journey. So I was thinking like, oh, this might be a good time. I can meet other people, Christian leaders in Jakarta, that was drawn by the same values, the same purpose, the same goals. So I jumped onto the boat right away. I remember that was about reaching out to non-believers in Jakarta, because we know like in Jakarta, in Indonesia, we live among non-believers, like a lot of them around us. So specifically it was about like, how can I, as a believer, make an impact in their life to be able to bring gospel to them. But then I know like I still have this commitment with my startup, I have this commitment with my investors. I cannot do something that is new, something different. So the realization from that gospel action plan was I was trying to incorporate that into what I do in my company on a daily basis. I know there are like a lot of people, a lot of non-believers working with me in this company. So I was trying to incorporate that into what I do. Like, how can I be, as a Christian leader in my company, be able to show Jesus Christ to everyone. I learned that a lot of my failures that I did, that happened to me, it was, and I think to many of us, is because of the self-reliant. We thought that, oh, we have this resume, we have this good education, we have this experience, we have all this and that, and hence we are able to do certain things. And then a lot of decisions that we make, that I make personally, is actually not good for me, not good for those people who work for me, not good for my company. We tend to forget Jesus is actually teaching us to be very different. I think we have to be very different from the world. As a believer, we know it, that we have to trust, we have to let go and let Him lead. I think that's the only thing that Jesus asked to do, is to obey, is to trust in Him. I always thought like what I say carries the same weight as other people in the company. And I think I tend to see myself as a very direct person. I would say things as it is. I would be very blunt to people. But then I realized that that's not the case, because in my company, I have a certain position, I have certain leadership position. So what I say actually really matters to anyone who actually hears that. Recently, I try to be more careful with what I say. I think there's a big struggle as well for me, because I would generally actually say things first, and then after that I only thought about it later on. But no, I think I have to change. I cannot be in that way, but instead, how can I say things that will actually edify people? My current company is something that I've been doing for the past 8 years. Time flies. It's 8 years now. But I think I know I will not be here forever. Actually, before, when I prayed to God about taking the first step of like actually starting this company, I actually gave myself a timeline of 7 years. And it's actually past year 7. I can be where I am right now because of course, because of Him. He has given me all the resources that I need: education, connection, everything. So I'm thinking like, how can I bring that to people too? Especially those that's not as privileged, plus so that they know Christ as well. That actually God is loving, God is good. However, I still don't know like exactly whether it's healthcare or like education. I still don't have a clear answer to that. But then again, like one of my key learning is like I have to let go and let God. And I do believe that it's not something that is within my power. Yeah, praying that He would lead me to something and will tell me when and where and what.